Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the feelings that I have into the JFK assassination. For years, I got heat from a lot of my research, but I got more heat from the JFK assassination research than any other research I've ever done. And this is the truth. Even to today, present time, I don't get no heat from my Noah's Ark research no more. I don't get no heat from my Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film research or Bigfoot research or paranormal research. I get heat constantly, even to today, for the past 13 years, more on the JFK assassination than any other research I've done. I got people call me crazy. I got people call me nuts. I got people call me a scam artist. I got people sitting there saying, I'm just like everybody else. I'm in it to make the money. Okay. One, I don't make no money. I haven't actually never made nothing off the JFK assassination. And that's the truth. Okay. Even the book sales that I got before, okay, that money, it took me, when my first book came out, it took me years before I even got my first paycheck from there. And that was like a couple of years ago, and I haven't received nothing since then because you got to reach a goal of $100 or more before they send you the money. And at 12 cents a copy, I don't make no money whatsoever off the JFK assassination. The GoFundMe account, which is for the documentary, all that money is going into this documentary. It's been going into this documentary all this time. The donations that was sent to me, that goes into the documentary as well. So I don't make no money off of it. Now, other people make money off of the JFK assassination every single day, as I point out, in Dealey Plaza. Dealey Plaza, there's people out there making money right now. While we're sitting here, while I'm making a video, it's 1:41 right now. In Dallas, it's probably around noontime, okay, which would be about 12:41. All right, they're making money right now. I'm not. I'm making a video, okay? I'm not making nothing off of JFK assassination. People think I'm trying in this to scam for people for money and stuff. Just like me, if I was in it to scam people for money, one, I wouldn't even set up the GoFundMe account. I wouldn't even bother making a documentary. Two, I would put all of my evidence, as you've seen, a lot of evidence, and in my book and say, you want to see my evidence? I'll be like everybody else, buy my book. Okay? I wouldn't even be making videos on YouTube. I wouldn't even have a private account on YouTube. Okay? Posting any of my research on there. But I show it. I post it every single day. I make videos. Okay? I make posts on my Facebook. I make posts on my Twitter accounts and everything else like that. I post this stuff. Okay? But see, to me, when you look at the JFK assassination world, I'm a nobody. They only talk about the top people in there. Just like, people use their name to make the money. Judith Baker, she claims, hey, I'm Oswald's lover. So, you got to donate money to me. Okay, she writes a book about David Ferry. She writes a book about me and Oswald, or Lee and her, or whatever, She uses herself just to say, hey, I'm Oswald's lover. And I'm going to tell you these stories, which none of the stories are true that she's telling you, but people's believing it. So she's using her fame. She got her fame, and now she's got her fame. Plus, she's got other people backing her. She got Alex Jones backing her. She got Jesse Ventura backing her, and everything else. So them guys are right along with helping her as well. Beverly Oliver, same thing. She goes ahead and she makes a movie. She's part of the JFK movie with Oliver Stone and stuff. She starts talking to all them people and stuff. She's the babushka lady and everything else. So she's getting her fame that way, and she's getting her book sales and everything else. So she's got a name for herself and all this other stuff. This guy right here, which was an actor, he was a boxer, then he was an actor. He played in Superman movies and stuff, plus played in a few other movies. He's using his fame, to present his research and stuff like that. And he's going around telling everybody, hey, it's 13 shots fired. Definitely 13 shots. And even Oliver Stone's son, when he was on his program, Buzzsaw, he says, yeah, we know for a fact it was 13 shots fired that day. We know for a fact it was 13 shots fired that day. That is from me. 13 shots has always been from me. Okay? So these people could take my research, okay, because nobody knows who I am. these people could take my research and add it into their research and stuff like that, because they knew who I am. They seen my research up close. But they said, well, no one else knows him, so we're just going to take his research and put it in with ours, mix it in a little here, mix it a little more there, and stuff, and add a little bit more to it and stuff. Just like all the shots being fired around Mr. Zapruder, you know, shots being fired from behind Mr. Zapruder and stuff. He's telling this story, and this came from me. All that stuff came from me. So he's seen my research. Oliver Stone sees my research. But they take it and they use a little bit here, use a little bit there, and stuff like that, because no one knows Leroy Blevins. So I could take it all I want. So see, they're making money off of what I discovered. But nobody knows the true feelings or how I feel, okay, or what I sacrifice, okay. I sacrificed 33 years of working, saving, scrimping, saving 15 hours a day, 7 days a week. I work 15 to 16 hours a day for 33 years straight. That's a lot of hours. All the money I saved to buy a home and everything else, all gone. Why? Because of the JFK assassination case. I didn't have to spend that much money into the Noah's Ark case. No research on it or anything else. I didn't have to really spend that much money. I spent some money, don't get me wrong. I spent some money on the Patterson and Gibbon Bigfoot film, but basically it's buying a copy of the films and everything else like that. That's where it cost me the most money at. But the other stuff cost me not as much money as everything else. But when you look at the JFK assassination case, remember, when it comes to the Patterson and Gibbon Bigfoot film, that's only one film. But when you go to JFK assassination, you got dozens of films. You got hundreds of images. You got hundreds and thousands of documents and files. Okay, you had to pay for it. And that's where my biggest money went to. I lost the money that I saved for a house. I had spent the money that I had saved for my kids' college funds. I spent that for this case. Everything that I've owned, my guitars, I had 15 electric guitars, 4 sets of drums, amps, mics, over 4,000 DVDs. Every type of video game you want to possibly imagine that someone can own, I had them, plus every game that was ever made. TVs and everything else. All that's gone now. New cameras, recording sound equipment and everything else, all of that's gone. Because I had to sell a lot of this and that to pay bills, and plus most of it went to this JFK assassination. So see, I lost a lot and I made $0 and 0 cents when it comes to JFK assassination. But like I said, that's only part of the nightmare. I've been, ever since I started into this case, I see death every single day when it comes to JFK assassination. A lot of people don't see it, just like researchers and stuff. They don't see it no more. You know, they got their books out there, they tell their stories, they get paid for it, they go set up their booths and their stands and stuff like that. They don't see it no more. They don't even bother thinking about it. They don't even bother, you know, talking about it or anything else. They just say, here's my book, buy it, give you some money, there you go. But I see it every single day. And I see it every single day is because I'm making videos. I'm, you know, putting a documentary together, you know, and I'm viewing over every file every single day to put some stuff together to make the videos, okay? Every day I'm seeing these autopsy images of JFK. I got autopsy images of Lee Harvey Oswald. I got Officer Tippett's autopsy images. This one here, I show this one, but I'm talking about the ones even with them out even have clothes on. I have them autopsy images where they ain't got them covered completely at all. You know, I see this every single day. I look at these autopsy images every single day. You know, the Zapruder film. I see this frame every single day. I'm opening up a file, I'm seeing this and everything else. And it's just like, this is what I dream about. I dream about this. And this right here, what I really dream about is this right here, which I'm going to zoom in. And people don't understand the feelings I get when I see this. If you look at this. Here's a woman. You see her hand on the back of his head right here, on the back of his neck. Other hand right here holding his arm. And right in front of her face is her husband's head completely gone right here. She's seeing the side of his head, seeing his skin laying over and it's right next to her. Okay, this is an image that she had for the rest of her life. She goes to sleep at night. This is what she had in her. You know, people has when like people when they go to funerals and stuff like that, they always have that last image that's stuck in their mind of that person laying in the coffin or in the casket. And it's like all the memories that they had of them talking and having fun and this and that is wiped out because that one image that's constantly seeing them with their casket open and seeing them lying there, knowing that you can't talk to them no more, you can't hug them no more, you can't sit and have a conversation with them no more. Okay, that image stays in somebody's mind for the rest of their lives. Okay, that's the feeling that you get, that I get, even when I watch this stuff right here, because here she is looking inside of his open head. Open head. This image goes to my mind every single day and every single night. People don't know how much stress and, how tiresome it is viewing these films and images every single day. I don't take a break from it whatsoever because right now, especially I'm working on this documentary and I'm making videos on top of it. And every day I'm reliving this, going over it again, over it again, over it again, putting this together, putting that together. People's using their name to make them money and stuff like that. They look at this case like, hey, it's a money-making industry. Let's go ahead and make some tons of money. But see, that's what aggravates me is when people sit there trying to put me in their category, saying I'm out trying to scam people, or I'm into it to make money and stuff like that, which I'm not. Okay, I'm a poor person. I'm a poor man. Okay, like I said, I don't hide nothing from nobody. Okay, my wife gets SSI. My son gets SSI. That's the only income we got coming in. Only income we got coming in. Right there. Now, Social Security don't give you that much. But I have to balance in paying my bills, paying rent, paying car insurance, paying for the internet and phone, so we can have a phone so we can make contact with, so I can make videos and stuff like that, buy food, pay for clothes, pay for household items and stuff like that, off of just that SSI. I don't make no money. I make nothing. Okay. Last time I went on vacation was 30 years ago. 30 years ago. When I went down to Dallas here a couple weeks ago, that wasn't a vacation. That was working. That was, filming and everything else. On vacation, you go back, sit back, relax, go fishing or one thing or another, go boating or go hiking or one thing or another. I have not went on vacation over 30 years. Okay. People ask me this or ask me that. When's the last time that me and my wife went out and actually ate together, or me and my family went out and ate together? It's been years ago. We're talking since 2000, maybe 2006. Okay, that's over 12 years ago. 12 years ago. That's the last time me and my family was able to go out and buy us something, go out to eat. Okay, me and my wife, last movie we seen together, where we was able to go out and see, was back in 2005, matter of fact. It was the last movie that we went out and seen together before she started getting sick and everything else like that. But like I said, we still don't even have the money to go out and see a movie together. Okay, on our anniversary, we spend it at home. On our birthdays, we spend it at home. On our birthdays and stuff like that, I bake the cakes. Okay, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning, I do the yard work, I clean the house, I do the dishes. That's what I do every single day. Okay, but people once put me in categories of put me down, saying this about me, that about me, when all I'm trying to do is present the truth, and then people sit there and don't understand the true feelings I have when it comes into this case. And then other people want to take my research from me, call it their own, make money off of it. They're making money off of it because they have the names. Okay, they have the name. They already have the fame and the names. I'm a nobody compared to them. Okay, I got people who wants me to give them credit for my research. I got people who wants me to give them credit because, hey, I'm getting views on my videos. Okay, I'm not making no money. I don't make no money off of any of this stuff. I don't make nothing off of this stuff. Okay? Let me show you something. I was talking to somebody last night on the phone about JFK assassination research and stuff, and he didn't even know I had books. As you see right here, everybody knows about the JFK evidence of conspiracy. Here is the Amazon site where you can have where it has all my books. Okay? I got a Patterson and Gibbon Bigfoot film book, research book out. Another book on JFK, like I said, and then JFK. Then we have Noah's Ark, right here, Noah's Ark. That's a research book on Noah's Ark. And then JFK Assassins. This book here, this is not under my account. This is under somebody else's account that did the editing for me this way. But I really don't receive no royalties off that at all. The other books, all the other books are on my account. This book here is not on my account. JFK Assassination Report, 13 Shots. It's my book, but it's not under my account. It's under somebody else's account. He's the one who receives the money for that. I don't receive nothing for it, basically. I haven't received nothing for it past over a year or so from it. Revenge of the Bigfoot is my book, which is a story, horror story. JFK again, JFK. Bigfoot in the Bible. Sasquatch Z, Book 2. Sasquatch Z, Book 1. The Reaper. And then, that's some of my books. And here's some more of my books. Eastbound and Down. The Bridge. Cosmic Comic Man. The Garden of Eden, which is a research book. And then, my Jason's books, which is the movie scripts of Jason movies that me and my son wrote. But they're taken down right now, because there ain't no sense in keeping them up when none of the books are being sold. None of these books are even actually being sold. Okay? People don't understand that. None of the books are even being sold. But, I wrote, other books so I could try to make some money. That's why I wrote, some horror stories and comedy. I try to write, movie scripts and stuff like that. I still have dozens of books I still want to write. I still have dozens and dozens of movie scripts I want to write, but I don't have that time no more because I'm too busy when it comes to JFK assassination, trying to put this documentary together, trying to make videos for people so they can view this evidence. Okay, so I don't get no money, not even from none of my book sales, because I don't promote none of it. Okay, I'm not famous enough for people to say, oh, well, let me buy this book or that book. Okay, the books are great, especially my horror stories, The Reaper and Cosmic Comic Man. All them books there, they're great books, comedy and funny and everything else like that. Okay, there's another side to me than just research, but people don't see that. All they see me is the JFK assassination. And all I get from the JFK assassination is a headache. Okay, that's purely what I get is a headache. I don't make no money off of it. I get a headache from it. I got people, stealing my stuff from me, claiming it as their own. I got other people that's using this stuff or that stuff, or even some of my colorized images. Don't even give me credit for it. People's taking parts of my research and saying, hey, this is what really happened that day. And they're making money off it because they're using their famous stuff. Because they're going to say, well, this famous person said it first, so you couldn't have said this, which I get this a lot as well. Just like, no, it's not. Where do you think they got that information from? They got it from me. But everybody says, oh, well, wait a minute, this person said no. This person said it when? 2010? Well, let's look back in history, and you'll see I've already said this in 2005, 5 years before they said this. You see what I'm saying? So, see, I get a lot of headaches, and I got a lot of people saying this and saying that. Okay, and then I get people gets upset with me if I put up a GoFundMe account and say, hey, I need help. Okay. But nobody wants to make a donation to it, which is understandable. I know, how time's hard and stuff like that. People don't want to make donations or anything like that. I even gave an address, because they said a lot of people says, well, I don't want to make a donation over the net because I only use the car stuff. Well, you can make a donation. I made a video where it's got my address in it and everything else. They can send it to me direct or whatever. Because I need help. Everybody needs help. It's just understandable. But the JFK assassination to me is more of a nightmare because I'm reliving it every single day. I'm looking at these pictures and these images. A lot of people said they claim they viewed over the Zapruder film hundreds of times. No one's ever viewed over as much as I have. I guarantee you that because It's like you got straight 13 years of viewing over these frames by frames by frames by frames by frames by frames every single day, and then you're going like this when you're looking viewing a film. Then you're going back 5, and then you go up 5. You go back to, okay, so we start at 200. I'll go back to 195 and view. Then I'll go forward back to 200. Then I go forward to 205, and then I'll go back to 200. You know what I'm saying? Viewing it that way, and then I go back again and view it that way. So I'm going back and forth to watch every square part of every little piece, every little motion of people, the trees blowing around, everything, the motions of the people and everything else, the car movements and stuff. That's what I'm implanting into my mind as I'm watching this. No one's never done that before. And that's how I found the things I found in the films. But a lot of people don't want to do that, okay? They want to sit back, they take a week, make their false story up, throw a couple images in there, have it in the book. I'm using my credibility, my fame to publish that book, and I'm making millions of dollars. Same thing as Jesse Ventura did. He's making millions of dollars off his book because he's using his name, his fame, to do it. So, you know, he's got to be telling the truth because he's famous. Just like a lot of these people says researchers. Well, this researcher's got to say this, researcher's got to say that because this is true. It's like when they pull out documents, okay? Here's a document right here that I even put out. I ain't got my book. Do you notice there's different handwritings on here, like Day, Officer Day? He's got a signature here and a signature here, but you can tell they're different handwritings. You see the 2s. Someone erased this 2 because this 2 should have been identical to this 2. Someone erased this 2 and put another 2 here, which another different 2 size here. There's different handwritings on this one document, okay? That's why when I show people, I say, look at here. Let's look at these differences between these documents. Day's signature. Here's Day's signature here, which I'll shrink this so you can see it over here. Here's Day's signature right here. You see? Here's Day's signature over here. You can tell they're two different, okay? They're 2 different ones. See how the Y comes up right here? How the A is closer to the D? How the D loops down more? And see how this is kind of curve around? And how is it pointed down right here? Look at here. You can't even tell that. You see what I'm saying? 2 different signatures. The documents, a lot of documentations and stuff, I noticed it was forged. Okay? Can they forge a document? Yeah, all they have to do is take a scanned copy of the document, do some whiteout, write in certain things, take another scan of it because you can't see that whiteout, take a scan of it, and then all of a sudden, hey, there you go. There you go. There's a document right there. They're easy to do. Okay? It's easy to do something like that with these documents. Okay, they want to push films and images being altered all the time, but they don't sit there and mention that, hey, these documents and these reports and stuff are being forged. I go ahead and I do it that way too. I'll show people. In my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, you'll find something like that in it. You'll find this in it, where I show that, hey, a lot of files, a lot of images and stuff, a lot of files and a lot of documents has been altered. They've been changed around. There's different signatures and everything else, and I point this out as well. But you see other researchers, they're not going to do that, because if they do that, they're going to say, oh, well, we can't do that, because if we tell these people that these documents and stuff is forged or, changed, then we're going to sit there and, they're not going to believe us. That's what researchers do. But like I said, they're making millions. But it just aggravates me every time I hear people put me in the same category. I've been having a nightmare for the past 13 years. When I go to sleep at night and I put my head on the bed, my wife wakes me up in the middle and says, you all right? You all right? You all right? And I said, why? And I said, it's just you've been tossing and turning. I do this every night for the past 13 years because of JFK Assassination. Of seeing these films going through my mind, going through my mind, and studying these images every single day and bringing them up to make my videos and stuff. I have not took a break from any of these films or any of these images in the past 13 years. Okay, even when we went down to Dallas, I sit there and got my laptop up as I'm riding the car, looking over this, looking over that, make sure I want to cover this, make sure I want to cover that, and everything else. And then when I get down there, I got people looking at people, and my stomach's turning because looking at people, literally got sick and I actually was throwing up. And I was in the bathroom throwing up, knowing that there's people out there, hey, give me $50 and I'll tell you the story, what really happened, when it's all a false story, it's a false claim. And then finding locations of the X in a different location, showing falsified autopsy images really was from Oliver Stone movie, not from the real assassination, but from an Oliver Stone movie. They're showing this is not the image. This is actual image of JFK, but I'm talking about another image they show, which they show, let's see, I would say a more cider image of this, but they have this completely gone, like JFK's head completely gone. And you can see, and when you look at the image, you can say, hey man, that's a plastic dummy, because you don't even see no brains or nothing, and it's all hollow, but it's all open up like from here all the way around. They said this is the autopsy image, so it starts right here, and then it goes all the way around to here. This is completely gone. And that was actually an image that was taken from the Oliver Stone movie and the dummy they used in that movie. Okay. But they're portraying it as a real autopsy image. Just to sell their stuff, just to sell their books, just to make their money. You know, like I said, you know, when I'm standing there, I ain't afraid to admit it. I sit there and watch Robert Groden off one lady made $400. $400, real easy. It only took 5 minutes. And he made $400 off one lady. Now, believe you me, off of one lady, $400. And it's like, you know, and they're going to compare me because I asked for help. I ask. They don't ask. They just tell you, hey, you want my evidence? You want to see this? You buy my stuff. They're demanding from you. You owe them money. I ask. And I say, you know, if you can, please. If you can't, thank you anyway. You know, I tell people, hey, you don't believe my research? Fine. You know, you don't have to believe my research. But people don't see this. You know, people don't feel what I feel. People don't see what I see every day. People don't go through what I go through every day. Okay? Or anything else like that. Okay? Or how much time consuming this took from me. The JFK assassination. How much money was invested into this stuff. And then when people sit there and make comments that I'm a scam artist or one thing or another, and I'm in it to make the money, I make $0.00 every single day off the JFK assassination. You want to know what I make? $0.00. Okay? You want people to talk about scam artists and everything else? Go talk to the people in Dealey Plaza. There you go. They're making thousands of dollars every day. Honestly, I have on paper where I watched certain people pull about $3,000 easy. $3,000 easy. 3,000 real quick. I wrote down to prove a point that the JFK assassination is a money-making industry for them. Not for me, because remember, I'm alone. I'm by myself. I'm individual one. Thousands over here, one person over here, and you got thousands of people over here using their name and their fame and everything else, and they're making tons of money. But this person over here, this one individual, which is me, makes zero. Excuse me. I just want to make this video here, okay, and explain some things, okay. Like I said, you don't believe my research, fine and dandy, okay. That's all to it. But please don't categorize me into other people saying I'm like them, and I'm not. I'm totally different than them. I'm showing pure evidence. I'm presenting evidence for free every single day in my videos and my posts and everything else. I'm presenting it. Yeah, I'll offer, you know, to promote my book. I promote my book. Okay, and I tell them it's the only book they ever need, because it is the only book they ever need. But you see, people can't live off of air. But none of the money, I don't make no money. I don't make nothing off this stuff. So don't categorize me in with them. Okay? I don't have a story to tell. I have images to present. I have films to present. That's the story right there, the films and the images. That's what tells us what really happened that day. I promote a documentary site, which none of the money comes to me, it goes to the documentary. I promote that because I want it to be the best documentary ever made. That anybody can ever possibly imagine it can be in a documentary. It'll be in that documentary. That's what I want to do. I don't like cutting corners. I don't like doing things halfway. I had to cut a lot of corners when I went to Dealey Plaza because I didn't have that much money to stay there for a week or whatever to cover everything I wanted to. So I had to cut corners. I don't like cutting corners. I like doing things completely. Okay, but I had to do what I had to do. So don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Always in the description down below, you find us out where you can order my book, Evidence of Conspiracy. And if you want to read a horror story or whatever, as I just showed you on the Amazon account, okay, you can go there. There's books I've written on fiction, stories on horror, comedy, and stuff. Like I said, my wife's favorite book is The Reaper. That's my wife's favorite book, and she's a constant reader. My sons, their favorite book is Cosmic Comic Man, which has got adult comedy in it. So, you know, if you want to read something like that, which is a lot of comedy in it, okay, that book's available. That's also on Amazon. So I'll leave that site down in the description down below too if you want to order any of them books, okay? So you'll find a site where you can make a donation for the GoFundMe account on the documentary, Evidence of Conspiracy. And I'll leave a site on my complete Amazon site on there if you want to read any of my other books or whatever. You can order them. There's some on there for like $5 or one thing or another. But, you know, they're good stories. My sons, they love the Cosmic Comic Man. Like I said, when they start reading it, they start laughing, and they continue laughing all the way through. And in The Reaper, you know, it's suspense. You know, my wife likes that one. She likes a lot of suspense. It always keeps you on that edge. And then we got the Sasquatch Z series, which is I got number 3 still to write, but 1 and 2's out, which goes into how the zombies came about and everything else like that. Because, you know, when you watch zombie movies, you know, they have the serum, they have this, and that, but they never exactly explain how it came to be. So that's why I made Sasquatch Z. The first book happens in 1935. Second book happens in 1984. And when I get the time to write book number 3, it'll be in present time. People like how I got that too. I've done all the covers on all my books. I designed myself and done images in some of my books and stuff. I designed myself on my fiction stories and stuff like that. So again, don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Thank you, and everybody, please have a pleasant day.